Hello and welcome to the Smart Chain Connection tutorial on the setup of Zabbix and Grafana Server. We will be using Zabbix to monitor two Elrond network nodes. All the platforms in this tutorial are running Ubuntu 20.04. We will start with a fresh installation of Ubuntu and configure an Apache web server, MySQL database, a Zabbix server to monitor the Elrond nodes, and finally Grafana to display the information in a consolidated dashboard. Then we'll connect two Elrond nodes by installing Zabbix agent on them. The end product will be as shown here. Okay, let's start by connecting to our Linux server where we'll be housing our Zabbix and Grafana servers. So I'm going to be using MobaXterm to connect through with SSH. This is not a super hardened setup for this tutorial. I've got it on default port 22 and even root, but you probably won't want to do that in real life if you're going to be hosting this thing. Alright, so we are in and as root, and I've already created another user, Bear, that I'm going to be doing everything from. And so you want to get to your sudo user, not your root user, and cd home there, and you'll want to start from that point. Now this machine is freshly installed. I've already done one update on it, but let's run that again. I've not done that yet today. And now we're going to run the upgrade command. Alright, everything is all up to date. So now we're going to be installing the web server, which is Apache. And all of the commands that I'm going to be running I'll have listed in the comments, so you can check there for the list of commands that you can just copy and paste, so you don't have to type them out. Alright, no errors. We had a clean install of Apache 2. Now we're going to run the command to start Apache. And next we're going to enable Apache. Okay. And let's check on the status of Apache. Right here you'll see active and running since 35 seconds ago, right? We just started this thing. Next we're going to install several of the programs that we need. So I'm pressing Q here to get out of that little box, and I'm going to be pasting in the line that installs a lot of our PHP packages. Yes to continue, Y to continue. Alright, this one can take a few minutes. Have a lot to install here. And it's about to finish up. Okay, and that finished up. So let's change directory. So let's copy this command and come on in here and edit our configuration file. As I said, it's the php.ini in your Apache 2 folder. And so let's go ahead and copy date.time. So highlight your SSH GUI and then press Control W to bring up the search bar. Right click, date.timezone, enter, and move your cursor up and down to see where you're at. Go and let's go home and delete that semicolon. We're going to come back and we're going to copy America / Los Angeles for those of us here in the Los Angeles time zone. However, if you copy and paste this URL here into your web browser, one moment, you can get a list of the exact details that you're going to need. So list of supported time zones, and you're going to come in here and pick out the exact phrase for the city that is recognized for your time zone. And so ours here is in the California Pacific time zone, and so that's the city that matches for us here. Now the next next attribute we're going to be modifying is max execution time. And so when there's a period between the two words, you can't double click and highlight them all. So, but now that there's just the underscore on the rest of these, you can actually double click here in Notepad++, Control C, copy that, and come on back to your file to edit and press Control W. And it'll say search in the last thing you searched for. So if you were to press enter again, it would search for that again in the file. But we're going to go ahead and right click and paste in max execution time and press enter. And right here you see it brought us to max execution time. We're going to go to the end there and we're going to put in 600 like our notes say. Now the next one is max input time. Control W, right click, max input time, coming down, we're going to change that to 600. Also, memory limit, and we're going to change that to 256. And then we've changed that. Post max size, going back, Control W, right click, and we're going to change that from 8 to 25. Alright, max upload file size, Control W, and press enter. We're going to go from 2 to 16. Now, if you make the mistake of pressing Control W while you're in your Notepad editor, it'll just go ahead and close out that file that you're working at, maybe even the whole program, forgot, and you'll have to reopen that. So if you make that mistake, that's what happened. Alright, so we have edited the Apache 2 php.ini, and to save that we're going to hit Control X, yes, Y for yes. I didn't even have to press enter, and now right to the file name I'm going to press enter. Okay, now we are going to edit the one under the CLI directory. Same thing, different file, yet it's almost the same. Alright, date.timezone. Let's see where we're at. Go home, delete that semicolon, come back and paste in your time zone. Okay, double click, max execution, Control W, right click. Looks like if that pops up on MobaXterm, sometimes you've copied more than one line. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. Max execution time, copy that. And we're here at, we're going to change that from 30 to 600. Okay. Control W, right click, max execution times. Max input time is going to be 600. Memory limit, change that. And on this page, it's in a little different format. Remember last time it was 128, I think. But either way, we're changing it both to 256. Max post size. Change that to 16. Upload size. Okay, next thing is we're going to restart Apache.